First in the nation and possibly world, gun cam video of an officer-involved shooting in Vernon is used to convict the defendant. He was shooting at a Vernon police officer with a shotgun as the officer returned fire.
Good evening and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Melanie Townsend.
And I'm Daryl Franklin. A jury in Vernon finds a Wichita Falls man guilty for shooting a Vernon police officer in a shootout last April. And a police weapon camera company says one of the most important pieces of evidence was that video from one of those cameras. In fact, they say this is the first officer-involved shooting ever captured on one of these gun cameras. 24-year-old Walter Oriana was found guilty this morning after about 30 minutes of deliberation, and later today was sentenced to 40 years in prison. Jeremy Garza has more.
In November of 2018, Vernon police were one of the first in the nation to install new cameras on their weapons so a view from the officer's vantage point could be used to protect his liability. And now, for the first time anywhere, the company selling the camera says video from one of those weapon cams had been used in a trial. The gun cams offer a whole new view compared to the body cams and dash cams.
Those items weren't designed for officer-involved shootings or officer-involved use of force incidents with the firearm drawn. So it gives another tool for the officers to obtain that evidence. Body cameras can often be blocked.
The year after the cameras were installed, an officer's camera captured a shooting between Walter Oriana, who was wanted on a warrant, and Officer T.J. Session. Oriana was armed with a sawed-off shotgun. That video helped convict Oriana. This wasn't the first time Vernon PD had caught video of an incident with a weapon cam. In another trial, a man who tried to run over an officer was admitted.
I think that the footage had a big impact on the jury. They asked to see the video more than once, and when they had it in the jury room, they reviewed it several times.
And now that Vernon PD has this technology that led to the verdict and punishment of Oriana for shooting a police officer, Plowman says he believes more and more police departments around the country will follow suit.
I think more and more, as the word spreads on this, it's really a solution for police departments that really is essential. I think that there's no reason, whether they have body cameras or not, this is either an additional tool or an alternative to body cameras.
Jeremy Garza, KFDX 3 News.
Oriana was shot 8 times during the gun battle, and Corporal Sessions suffered 41 shotgun pellet wounds and still has 36 pellets in his shoulder. Oriana will now have to serve 20 years before being eligible for parole and has previous charges for sexual assault of a child.